Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching my videos, thank you so much. Thank you for deciding to come and watch my video today, and thank you in advance for subscribing. And if this is not your first time, you already know how grateful I am. Thank you so much. So today I want to talk about a very important topic as always, and it's revolving around the subject of broken engagements. Yeah, I know it's a sad in quote topic, but it's not all that sad. I just want to share my opinions and my thoughts around the subject of broken engagements and hopefully give you a new insights into how this can be viewed, not with the hope that the relationships that you are in will eventually lead to broken engagements. Far from it, not at all. But in case such happens, or in case you know anybody who such happens to, so that you have an awareness, so that you can enlighten other people, and or just so that you can have a better insight concerning issues around this subject. So I hope you enjoy watching my video. So first and foremost, I will like you to have this in mind, that some of the things that I'm talking about concerning broken engagements may not entirely be the same thing you should consider when it comes to broken marriages. They may have some similar things or some things in common, but they are not entirely the same. Do you understand? So I just thought to put that disclaimer. So with broken engagements, sometimes it starts way from the beginning of the relationship, like from the moment both of the two people involved decided to give that relationship a try, or feel led to start a relationship. Sometimes from that moment the relationship was already heading towards that direction, and sometimes it may have started very well, like great plans. So great plans, great thoughts that the relationship will eventually lead to marriage. Do you get? But then along the way, one thing or the other happened, and then the relationship had to get dissolved. So now I would like to, I don't know, maybe start out from why the relationship gets broken. Let me start out from there. Let me not focus on the other themes. I didn't sit to write out or plan out or put down points or notes on what to say. I just thought to just bring out the camera and then share my thoughts directly, immediately. So I'm thinking the beginning time, or rather like the points from when the relationship began to the point where it got broken, a lot of factors would have brought about this. Now, the first point I would like to mention is this. It's important, especially for believers. A lot of times in this community, we don't like accepting. I don't know why, when it comes to other issues, when it comes to your career, when it comes to the other choices that you make in life, a lot of times you hardly hear people say things about God's confirmation on those things. The most time I hear people talk about God's confirmation is often on marriage related issues. Do you get? And that's like a whole subject on its own. Let me not delve too deeply into that aspect. But a lot of times we don't like admitting the parts where, in terms of relationship, just like in every other area of our lives, we also have a part to play. Do you understand? So when the relationship doesn't work out, we're always in a hurry to quickly say that's what God wanted. God wanted it to happen that way. Yeah, it's possible that that's what may have been the case, or that rather that's the case. But I would like to say that it's on very rare occasions, very rare, extremely rare. It will be extremely rare. It will be an extremely rare occasion where it is that God will say, this is the person that I want you to be with, and the relationship gets broken, and then he will say, okay, leave that person, for this other person, or how best do I put this? Like, I've been thinking and reflecting deeply about this subject, on how it is possible that God will lead you to a relationship with someone and say, yes, that's the person you're supposed to get married to, and then the relationship gets broken, and then you say God took us into another relationship. We don't like admitting the aspect where it is that we come to play. God does his part in everything, but we also have a role to play as well. Now, let me relate. This is an aspect I would like to relate broken engagements with broken marriages together. When a marriage is broken, we don't say God allowed it so that we can move to another place, because obviously once you are married for life. Do you understand? Like, for believers, once you are married, there's no divorce, no remarriage. We don't say that. But when it comes to broken engagement, we're always quick to say it's God that allowed it to happen. Do you get? And that's one very, very wrong notion that people have. And I'll implore, this is not me saying it's compulsory, I'm saying I'll implore that people consider and think about, there may be things about you or the other party that made that relationship not move to the next stage, which is marriage, or not make it work at all. Do you understand? But saying that it's God who allowed it to happen, that's not true. I know that in the heat of feeling broken or being broken-hearted, one may just say, like, we would like to look for different means of consolation or hope or solace, and say, well, it's God, and then God is going to give me a better person. That's another angle. That's another thing that I want to point out. When you have a broken engagement and you are meeting someone new, you are not meeting a better person. It's not like you're not competing. It's not a competition. It's not as if you're meeting a better person than the previous person who you're with. No, you're just, it's simple. Let me help you with the word choice. You're meeting the right person for you, not a better. You're not competing. Oftentimes you hear, especially women, you hear them say things like, and in the end, God gave me someone better. We're not fighting. It's not conflict. It's not. Do you get? Like, God gave me. So think about it. In the end, God gave me someone better than the person that I was in a relationship with before. And you're saying, so God gave you something less at first, and then eventually said, okay, let me give you something better. Do you get? No. Or are you saying the person that person ends up getting married to someone less? Do you get? So it's not a competition. It's not something that's why when there's a broken engagement, it's important to take our time to heal. It's important to take our time to let go, to forgive, to work on yourself, to heal completely. That's a very, very important aspect. It's important to take our time to be introspective, to look within and say, okay, what didn't go, whether the factors that led to the broken engagement are internal. By internal, I mean between you and that person, or external, maybe family members disagreed and said you shouldn't get married and things like that. It's important to be introspective and think about it, and think about those things. Or, excuse me, what has caused this broken engagement? Is it something on that person's part? Is the person not doing something right? Or is it something on my part? Is there something I'm not doing right? Or was it as a result of external factors? Maybe the family did not want either of us to get married, and we did not insist. You can see those 4 examples that I've highlighted, and we did not insist that we wanted this to happen or wanted this to work. Do you understand? It's important to be introspective in those moments. Be very, very introspective. Be very, very open. Be very bare with God to heal you, because that's a very, very sensitive period, a very, very sensitive stage, that if you're not careful going forward, a lot of things that you'll be looking out for in the person that you want to end up with, you'll be comparing that person with that previous person. That's why you say, I found someone better than that person. You keep going back to that place, because you have not truly completely healed, let go, you've not completely understood what led to that breakup in the first place. Do you understand? So it's very, very important that for such occurrences, be introspective. Take out time to heal. Take out time to forgive, take out time to let go. It's not as easy as it sounds, but that's like the best thing to. That's something that if I would, if I'm in such situation, I'll wish a friend or anyone would advise me to do. Do you understand? It's very, very important. Another very important thing that I would like you to take note of is that you should be honest with your emotions with God. Like, don't blame yourself. Don't start feeling like that's the end of the world, even though that's how you feel, but don't dwell on it so that it does not fester for longer. Like, just be honest with your emotions with God. He already sees them. And that Bible scripture that says that talks about the brokenhearted and how he intends to heal the brokenhearted, yes, it applies to situations like this as well. So it's important that you let him know he's the best person in this world that understands how you feel, that understands that pain. So just pour it, like cry it out, and let him do the work of healing you. Do you understand? Don't be in a rush to just want to just let go and be like good riddance and be like, no, don't have such negative mindsets about things like that. Everything works together for your good. Yes. Do you understand? And then it's also very important that you shouldn't be in a haste to want to see what's next, to want to move to the next relationship. Like, don't, no, there are situations where it's possible that around that period of time, maybe someone else may have been showing interest, and then in the end or in the long run, you find out that you and that person are more compatible, or you and that person suit each other better. Do you understand? And then the relationship clicks, and then it works out, and you get married. It happens. But in cases where just after that happened, the next thing on your mind is how to quickly replace that person, or how to quickly find the next person. Like, don't be desperate to want to just get on to the next relationship immediately. Far from it. Take out time to just love on yourself, to just focus more on yourself, to focus more on developing yourself, on growing, on being better, on being whole completely again before you think about moving on to the next relationship. Do you get? So that's basically it. That's basically everything that I thought to share concerning this subject. It's just a broken engagement. Do you understand? It's not the end of the world. As long as you've admitted that it's either both of you as internally that brought about the end of that relationship, or external factors. Yes. What? It's not working. That's why I was charging it. Where's the cover? I can't get the cover. Can't look for the cover for me. Thank you. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so another thing, focus on the lessons. Like, obviously there should be something that you should have learned in the period of time you're engaged with that person. Focus on the lessons learned from that relationship. It will help you a great deal in the subsequent one, whenever it happens, when you eventually meet the right person for you. And you realize that when you meet the right person for you, you understand better why that one did not work. Do you understand? It's not, like I said earlier, it's not a situation of, oh, I now met someone better than that person. No, you meet the right person for you, the person that suits you best, the person with whom you will be equally yoked, a person with whom you will both now be intentional about the relationship. Because even when you now meet the right person, the relationship will not just work by itself. It's not be fine by itself. It's not, the marriage eventually will not work out by itself if both of you are not intentional about that from happening. Do you understand? So just do these things, focus on these things that I've highlighted, and I'm praying that God heals you if you're in that state right now, or if you know anyone in that state. I'm praying that you find healing, you find that joy that will seep into your heart and make you feel better again. Do you understand? May God take care of you, may God take charge of you, and may He make all things work together for your good in the long run. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Share with your friends, share with your loved ones, share with everybody, anyone you know who may be needing this now. Share with the person. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. God bless you real good. Bye.